Hello and welcome to week 2 of the Rambling Cast. I'm Paul,
I'm Matt.
and as I said, it's week 2. We had I'd say, an okay first week. We
Yeah.
had a sponsor last week. Well, we have a sponsor this week. It's water. It's all around you. It's all in you. About, on average, 60% of all humans need water.
Well, honestly, I think they all need water. I think you mean 60% have water in them, not 60% need water.
No, 60% of all humans are water. That's what we need.
I see.
On average, 60% of us need water. That's how it works, right? So make sure you pick up some water at your nearest everywhere. Unless you're in a desert, then I guess you can't.
Or water's contaminated. Don't drink that.
No,
Or
yeah.
salt water.
Try to get clean, fresh water if you can.
Yes.
Yeah, they sell it some places, but in other places you can get it right out of the ground without having to give people money, which is always nice if you can do it. But anyway, welcome again, as I said, to the Rambling Cast Week 2, and we are going to be starting here. Let me just get rid of the music completely and bring up the game. We're still playing Civ, same save. That I'm still Saladin. Matt is still the Inca.
Yes, but I have the hats now, so
Yes.
I'm ready to spread the wealth.
Spread the word of hattage. There's a name for people who sell hats. I can't remember it. I feel like that's something I should look up. Since I'm still waiting at least for the game to load, I might as well. Let's see. Person who sells hats. It's a wonderful thing
Mad
called
Hatter.
the internet. Haberdasher was the word I was looking for.
Ooh.
Yes.
That's a word I'm not familiar with.
So Matt has become a haberdasher, a matterdasher. We make up our own words if we want. Yes. Apparently, in this game, I had a horribly wounded archer who's on the run from a barbarian swordsman. Huzzah! Let's see what happens next.
You seem to do that a lot.
Well, yes. On the plus side, I was sailing across the open sea. Well, it's not really the open sea, more like the open shoreline. It's not as inspiring as a song, though.
Yeah, I'm still up in the mountains.
And apparently had a lot of other civilizations build wonders. That's lovely. So now we've caught up with the game and the fact that Medina is still under threat of volcano, though it hasn't exploded recently. Barbarians everywhere.
Mm.
And we have a Matter Dasher as a Civ.
Friendly? Well, no, I guess not. I did conquer someone, so
To become the Matter Dasher, yes, you did conquer someone. You know, based on the name Haberdasher turned into Matter Dasher, I have to wonder if your preferred style of fighting is the Blitzkrieg. You know, because you dash at what you're doing.
I don't know. I didn't feel very quick whenever I took out this city, I'll tell you that.
Well, you weren't a Matter Dasher then.
That's true.
It's only now that you become one, it might become your preferred style.
Yes, perhaps.
That's clearly how it works. Hey, I scared off the barbarians. We were very victorious in frightening them. I'm not sure that's the same as getting rid of them, but it's something. Also, apparently, I don't think I ever said my government. Yes, I did. I just didn't remember. Okay. That's the best way to go. Completely forgetting if you have a government. It's just spot on.
Well, the villagers might like that. No taxes.
Ooh,
You
it
forgot.
depends on the villagers, because no taxes but no protection.
That's true. I can see a city getting conquered and them complaining because you didn't save them when you go, I don't know I was supposed to.
Yeah, I mean, it is a little rude when you have citizens not to save
Yes.
them. Little rude. You know, no one's
I don't,
perfect.
I haven't found anybody yet, so nobody to conquer. Except for that city state I'm eyeballing right now.
Now, what's the name of the city state?
Nazca.
Hmm.
They have walls though.
Walls is good, but do they have more hats?
Um, no, no hats. But I think um, they do have some lovely land that is charming and breathtaking, and I want it.
Oh, it's breathtaking. Well, that's always nice.
Actually, I think I might be their favorite people and can see their land and stuff. Maybe I won't kill them. They're friendly with me right now.
Oh, well, that's good. Meanwhile, my one of my units is in mortal peril for their lives again.
Again, yes.
It's always good to have reoccurring themes in your life, though mortal peril is not the most enjoyable one.
Probably not. No.
So, did you see over the past week, Steam announced a new handheld console?
I don't think I did.
Mm. I believe they're calling it the Steam Deck. It's going to run a modified version of an AMD Zen 2 GPU and core. Based on the photos they're sharing or renders, it's even going to have the chips Steam branded
Hmm.
and comes with like 16 gigs of RAM and solid state memory. And for the price, it it looks to have more power and more capability than a laptop of the same price point,
Hmm.
which is disappointing to say the least. Because why can't laptops be that price and have those specs? Like 16 gigs of RAM at $400, you get 8 these days.
Right.
Honestly, it's so thoughtless of computer manufacturers. I Scout decided to walk into my sites in Medina, so that's nice. And with that, I lost one of my units.
The one that was running for his life.
Yes.
Well, you kind of knew it was going to happen. It sounded like.
Well, I was trying to avoid it. I really was. I was doing my best. Which isn't that all we can ask for sometimes to do our best, running from
Well,
barbarians.
I think that unit would have rather you did a little bit more.
Well, how can we do more than our best if it's already our best?
Explain that to the dead unit.
I, I can't. They're dead. I feel like they would have listened anyway.
Probably not.
So thoughtless of dead units not to listen to your reasons of why they're dead.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, I found someone.
Oh, you're no longer alone. It's a real person?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Well, that's nice.
I have found Shaka.
Oh, I hope he warmly greeted you and
Um,
bought many hats.
I, I, I don't think he's very happy with the hats. The
No?
first thing he says whenever I meet him is, "You stand before Shaka of Zulu. Don't dare you turn your back on me."
Well, he doesn't want you to turn your back because he wants to keep admiring your lovely hat. He apparently doesn't understand that it's a fez and therefore looks the same on all sides.
Yeah, I don't know. It's sounded very threatening.
Well, he's had a hard life. He doesn't know how to make it sound nicer.
He didn't even tell me where his land is, so I could go and visit him with what I've got for armies.
It also might be his translator's error. I mean, you don't speak the same language.
That's true. That's true. I'm a little confused how my translator knew what to say since we've never met.
No, that happens just before you meet. The translators go out and learn each other's basic words.
Oh, I see.
But
That's
I suspect there were some words mistranslated,
hmm.
and they have to improve it a bit. I mean, I've never been part of a first contact, but I can only assume how it works.
Hmm. Hmm.
Mm.
Yeah, I went down one direction and at the dead end. I
Well, it could be a great place to build a city.
It might be if it wasn't for that giant storm that's now hovering over it.
Well, that's temporary. Storms are temporary. Your sieve is supposed to last the test of time. And look at it this way: if you don't build a city there, someone else might.
True. All right, let's see
Of
here.
course, if it's a very deserty dead end, then they might have a lack of our weak sponsor, water. Make sure you get some water at your nearest watery location today.
Yeah, I suspect there's no water. It's a dust storm in the desert.
That is not optimal. You could send the 40% of your people who don't need water, I suppose. Mm. It would appear I am in terrible trouble when the next age comes around.
Oh, I'm good. Hmm. I'd like it to be me that has culture bombs, but it's unlikely.
Well, it's only you or the other people you know, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's I'm just not gonna have enough. I don't want to use up all my things and fight them for this. Let's see. Sure, we'll do that one. There, I submitted my stuff to World Congress.
I have as well, and I won.
You did. How many things did you put into it?
uh,
Oh,
I think it
3.
was 3. Yeah,
Yep, you put 3 in. Yeah.
and with that, I get a wonderful honorable victory point. Just the one though.
Yeah. I always feel like that victory type is more on knowing what the AI is going to do than
Well, I certainly didn't know they were going to vote for me because
I
they
don't
didn't.
they didn't
I
yet.
bought my way into it.
Oh, lovely. I found barbarians.
Were you expecting not to?
Well, I was hoping I would find something more exciting than barbarians.
Well, they can be exciting if they give you money and they lose. It would appear that someone is spreading Protestantism to Muscat. I can only assume that it is. I don't know. Let's find out who owns Protestantism. Sweden.
Hmm.
It's not conventional, but I suppose.
Okay, so I send my one little crossbowman down. I found a scout. I went, okay, it's a barbarian scout. I'll follow him. I find the barbarian encampment. Nobody's guarding it. Figured, oh, good, I'll be able to take it out.
Mm.
There is now the scout and 2 man of arms waiting for me in one turn.
That
Now, how did they build 2 of them in one turn?
are you sure they built two or one happened to come from off screen?
I don't know. And apparently, Zulu wants to send a missionary of Sikhism.
Oh, I feel like this is an insult. Catherine just said, oh no, sorry, not Catherine. Christina of Sweden said, "I am relieved to see your empire poses no threat to ours." I think she's calling me weak,
Yeah, it sounded that way. Yeah, it did sound that way.
but doesn't she know at my command I have a volcano?
Oh, do you?
I mean, it's not very cooperative, but I can
Hmm.
command it. It doesn't mean it'll do what I say.
I see.
Right? Like volcano, bring me chocolate cake. It usually doesn't. Oh, so I don't know if you've ever used DoorDash before.
I have not.
Hmm. Well, one of the restaurants you can get food from at DoorDash is Ruby Tuesday.
Yep.
Now, DoorDash has a thing where there's ghost kitchens, and what that is, it's someone who started a kitchen, a company, a restaurant, but they don't have any locations. They hire other restaurants who have excess kitchen production to make the food for them.
Okay.
So there's nation, I think it's supposed to be nationwide at least, restaurant called Libby's Barbecue, and I don't know if they have any real locations or not, but they contract out to Ruby Tuesday, and
Hmm.
Ruby Tuesday makes their food orders for them, and then when your dasher goes to pick up your Libby's Barbecue, they actually go to Ruby Tuesday to pick it up.
It sounds like false advertising.
Well, it's pretty well known, especially since it gives the address of the location at the bottom. If you look it up, it's where the food's actually coming from.
Hmm.
But what I found interesting is that Libby's Barbecue had brisket on their menu. And then
Mhm.
that changed. They took brisket off their menu. And on Ruby Tuesday's menu, they had a section saying introduce Libby's Barbecue. And brisket got added there.
Uh, that's very strange.
It is strange because who's getting the money for that?
Right.
Do they get a bigger cut because they're selling it on Ruby Tuesdays?
I don't know.
The YouTuber, you may have heard of him. A lot of people have. Mr. Beast has Mr. Beast Burger. He does the same thing. He has ghost kitchens that actually make the burgers when you buy from his app or something like that. There's one in this area. I don't know where it is. I just know it exists.
Hmm.
But in reality, it's one of the restaurants in town that supposedly has extra production ability. It's also become a thing from some other celebrities have been doing it. Pretty much, if you're popular, you can do this and make a lot of money without actually having to ever make food.
Right. That's just seems odd to me.
Hmm. Well, I mean, you've seen computer companies that, uh, like one computer company will make this computer and sell it out to other computer companies who put their own badge on it and then sell it themselves.
That's true.
It's the same thing, except for it still has the name of the original company, I guess. No, it has the other name. Yeah. Incidentally, the brisket tasted pretty good, but smelled terrible. That may have been the pickles on the side, though.
Hmm. Pickles.
I'm not a fan of pickles, which is funny. I like cucumber. I like salt and vinegar. I don't like pickles.
Hmm. When I was younger, I used to eat whole jars of pickles.
I never did, but my father did. He used to eat them and then leave the jars under his bed.
Why would he leave them under his bed?
Well, that's a good question. I don't know. But I suppose if, as a parent, you're going through and cleaning the house and you find something under your child's bed, a pickle jar, an empty pickle jar, is really not the worst thing you could find.
That is very true.
Oh, now see, this is a compliment. Mansa Musa, I'm hearing talk that your people want to celebrate your rule. Nice job keeping them happy. If only he knew I was about to go into a dark age. Then it'll be, oh, your people hate your rule because it's a dark age and someone blotted out the sun somehow.
No, it's not a literal dark age.
Well, it
It's just
is. Don't you notice the map gets dark when you go into a dark age?
it's nighttime.
It's a very long period of nighttime.
Yes, yes, yes. Very long period of nighttime. Oh, what's going on now?
A religious emergency, which apparently I can't vote on because
Me neither.
I'm not around wherever it happened.
Apparently only Shaka, whoever the unmet person is, and the other unmet person.
I feel a
Hmm.
little insulted. I feel like I
Yeah,
should have a say. It's a world congress, not a part of the world congress.
I agree.
I believe we need to revolt, take over. The world congress. We need to take over the world. Just
Hmm.
the world. We need to take over the world. That's how
So,
you take over a world
d-
congress, right?
um, I don't know. I suppose if you conquer everyone, it doesn't matter anyway. You just dissolve the Congress then.
No, no, we have to have one for appearance purposes to keep the citizens happy. Remember, they love me currently.
Yeah, nobody's told me they love me.
Mm. I mean, think of it like how in Star Wars, uh, Palpatine took the Republic Senate and made it the Imperial Senate. They were just puppets, but it gave the illusion to at least some people that there was still a democracy in place.
Hmm. Democracy. What? I need one more point. One more point. See, any district's gonna be done. 2 turns. That one. No, 4 for that. Oh, I don't think I'm gonna make it. I don't think I'm gonna make it.
I thought you said you were okay.
Oh, I am. I'm shooting for a golden age.
Oh, so you don't want just regular skies. You want golden skies.
Yes.
Then it always looks like it's sunset.
Well, yes.
But it's also always great photography. Speaking of that, have you ever noticed that professional photographers, they often use a lot of their, the golden hour photos on their websites and stuff. It makes it look like the only photos they ever do is golden hour photos.
Golden hours meaning middle of the or late in the evening.
Yeah, when the golden hour, when the sky is golden.
Right.
I mean, I have taken photography class. I should know something about it, but it's just, yeah, everything's golden, but it's not vivid colors unless you're playing around in Photoshop afterward.
Hmm.
Not everyone needs to be taken, had their photo taken up in a field of golden grass. Hey.
Speaking of golden, I discovered Germany and got my last point.
Oh, well, congratulations. Just in the nick of time. Speaking of Blitzkrieg, there.
Yes. I hope the translator was better this time because I didn't understand anything he was saying.
He was, sure it was just a friendly welcome.
I hope so.
I mean, what's the worst could happen? It's just Germany.
Oh no. I'm about to have a rebellion in one of my towns. Why? What's going
Germany.
on? No, it's not good.
Is the Fezzes, are they rebelling?
Um, well, yes, it is. It's unacceptable.
Yeah, you
All
can't lose
right.
your hats.
Reassign him to there for now. Yes, I must keep the hats. That's just, I must. and I have yet another city.
Well, does it matter if you lose your hats?
Well, I sent somebody down there to tell them how great it is living with us. Um, that we take care of the hats and make sure they're, cleaned daily. So they're happy now.
Oh, good. I get the feeling my people are very much not happy, as a dark age just happened.
Yeah. Well, oh, I can make a dedication. Okay. What do I want to dedicate? Hmm. hmm. I'm not using religion. Not really have faith either. I don't have a different continent. All right, we'll try that. Let's see here. Oh, Germany wants to propose a deal.
Well, is
Oh,
it a
they
good
want my
deal?
great work. I don't think so. No, I don't think so.
No, it
Sorry.
really doesn't sound like a good deal.
He's willing to give me 6 gold for 30 turns, but no, I don't think so. I kind of want that for myself.
I think. I think it just said I could buy a mosque with 15 relay. That's cheap. Look at that. I bought a mosque with 15 faith.
Mm.
Yes, the Eastern Orthodox religion can build mosques because that makes sense.
Barbarians are found me up north. Unacceptable.
Oh, we have a viewer.
Oh, well, hello. Thank you for watching.
I think their name is Carl, but I'm not sure.
Well, hello, Carl, if that is your name. If it's not, I apologize for getting your name wrong.
I hear they had car troubles. Carl had car troubles.
Mm.
But those things get better. They get worked on.
Sometimes they get better unless it's a rust problem and it just corrodes away more and more.
Ah, so here's a fun. You've heard of the question that if a ship starts its voyage and over the course of its voyage all its parts are replaced, when it arrives, is it the same ship?
Right.
So if you buy a vehicle and then over the course of the vehicle's lifespan, due to rust and other broken parts, you have to replace every part of it, is it
hmm
the same car you originally paid tax on?
Hmm.
And do you
Well,
have to
according,
pay tax because it's a new car? Or buying the parts, which you pay tax on, does that count?
Hmm. Hmm. Well, I'm not sure, but don't give the tax people any more ideas to say it's a new car and tax me again.
I mean, I understand that, but do you think anyone's ever had to replace every single part on a car during a car's lifespan?
Every part,
Every
probably
part.
not. No, I can't. I can't see every part.
Mm.
I can
I
see
feel,
many of the parts, but not every part.
I
I
feel
just
like if a significant enough amount of parts need to be replaced, they usually just total the car.
yeah yeah. At that point, it's cheaper just to, unless you're really rich and you really like that car.
I
I
suppose. Or you want a project car.
Might be easier to build a car from scratch at that point.
That is true. Oh, there's
Oh,
another volcano here.
Shaka has a settler. I want that settler, but it means I have to go to war, and he won't like that.
Hmm. So you have a dilemma. You see a thing you want. You want the thing, but you have to go to a war with someone that you clearly don't speak the same language as.
Yeah, and I don't think they'll like me doing that.
Well,
I
that could
don't
be a
think
good
so.
thing. It could be a misunderstanding. Say, yeah, wait a minute, that's not what we were talking about. It wasn't
But
war.
yeah, we didn't want to fight. We just wanted to steal your stuff.
Yes, without
I'm sure that
fighting.
right. I'm sure they'll understand.
Right, you give your unit to us, and we give you nothing. It's a great deal.
I'll give them dirt.
You'll give them dirt, so you'll give them land.
No,
Oh, they
no,
might
we'll take.
misunderstand that because remember bad translators.
Oh, right, right. It's a good thought. Yeah, I don't want to
Maybe
give
you
them
should give
land.
them some of our sponsor water. Water
Well,
helps keep you hydrated and keeps you running all day long. Have some water today.
I did find the Antarctic Ocean, and there's plenty of water there. So
Oh, frozen water. A delicious treat.
no, not frozen.
You said you found the Antarctic Ocean.
That's what it says it is. Yes,
There's no ice?
not that I've seen.
My word, global warming already accelerated to that point. No, no.
Good thing I'm in the mountains.
Mm, I'm not.
Yeah, it was nice knowing you.
It was nice knowing you too.
Maybe I could get Germany and Shaka to fight each other, and then I'll come in and finish them off.
That would be something, yes.
I mean, they're like right next to each other. They've got one tile between their borders and the other's borders.
Yeah, that's that. I could see a border conflict happening
Yes, me too.
there, or they could just make it a no man zone there. No man's land, yeah, no man's land, and live
Hmm.
peacefully, and then both attack you for your hats.
I don't think so. That's not a good idea. No,
Well, for you, no, but maybe it's good for them.
I'm sure they don't want my hats.
Isn't the whole point is you want to sell them your hats?
Yeah, but they're not that desperate. I mean,
Well, remember,
that's
you wanted to take their settler and give them nothing. Maybe they think that's the standard now.
no. Oh, oh, their settlers moving. Their settlers moving. How? Oh my! How are they so strong?
The settler?
Oh no, they've got an impi with them, and I was like, impi? That's like first aid stuff. I got crossbowmen and swordsmen. I should be able to take them, and they have a base strength of 45. That's really strong.
Yes, that's decently strong.
Yeah, it's stronger than my swordsman.
Maybe it fought a
Okay.
few barbarians. and live?
Uh, no, it's still level 1.
Oh, so a
Yes, that's right.
very, very special unit then. What did you say it was?
An impi. IMPI.
Yes. Base strength is 45.
Now this is interesting.
It's
I went.
essentially a pikeman,
Oh, I see.
but
Uh,
special.
yes. I went around Shaka's place and I found a tribal village they haven't taken out yet. I don't know why.
Well, they were saving it for you. See, they heard you
Well,
like taking things and not giving anything in return.
that's very true.
And the tribal villages, they give you everything, and in return, they get lost to time.
Yes, I've always enjoyed how you find one and they greet you with open arms and then you get money and they disappear.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what happens, and I'm not saying that anything happened, but it looks not good for the tribal village.
Well, no, it looks not good that you did something to the tribal village.
Right.
Yes. Honestly, it's very inconsiderate to just destroy those who help you out.
They were in the way.
How dare they?
Speaking of being in the way, and now I got barbarians that just found me. Why can't people just let me alone and leave me in peace while I conquer people?
It's just so thoughtless.
I know. Although I'm not really conquering on this one.
I think Mansa Musa here is now complimenting himself. He says, "Rejoice with me, friend, for we are free from every want and can devote our time to the will of God." So either he's fabulously wealthy and has everything and no needs and doesn't need to work hard, or all his people are dead. Well, if you're dead, you are also free from want.
That is true.
He didn't specify. But I feel like a leader, when the last thing they do before their civilization is destroyed is send you a message about how amazing their death is going to be. It's probably not a thing that happens.
Probably not. Probably not. Could be though.
I suppose they're really proud of everything they accomplished.
Hmm.
I'm now trading with Moosecat, so that's nice.
What are you trading?
I don't know it. I'd have to ask the trader.
Hmm.
Looking at his wagon here, he has carpets, maybe some bags of grain or sugar, a couple boxes or something. Well, there's even a keg on the camel. Maybe they're bringing fresh home brewed beer.
Hmm. Possibly.
Our the person watching us got noticed me saying beer. I'm not.
Oh,
I'm
oh.
I'm I'm not drinking beer. My trader is bringing beer to Muscat to make them weaker,
Hmm.
or at least less attentive.
Yeah. See, I don't think I've got beer in that jug that looks red or something.
Well, it's a brown. It could be wine. Which, if I'm also bringing my Eastern Orthodox religion to them, bringing wine makes sense.
That's true.
How else are they supposed to celebrate said religion without wine?
Hmm. Right.
And of course, it's probably a full-bodied red wine, I'm sure.
Yes.
Yes, Carl is getting very excited at beer and wine. I have to wonder if I mention, say, tequila, if that will perk Carl up too. Well, no, it didn't work. I will mention that even though we try to keep this podcast PG, I do upload it onto YouTube as not for minors. So that's anyone
Yeah.
under the age
I
of 18 or anyone who's under those caves because they were unable to get our sponsor from last week air.
I haven't quite figured out if that's good or bad yet for the not for kids setting.
It's not so much a good or bad thing, it's a protecting ourselves thing. Because I think it was the FCC,
Hmm.
did that whole changing of the rules thing and making it where you mention any cartoon character or silly things and it's targeted to children and they can fine you for advertising to children if you're advertising and that sort of thing.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so there's a YouTube channel I follow that did a very great video on it. They usually do animated videos related to video game characters, which are silly, not really appropriate for children though. But when that whole thing came out, they showed that if you follow the rules to a T, they could have two boxes talking to each other. And that was about it. And they couldn't make
Hmm.
any jokes or talk about anything interesting like breakfast cereal. If you consider breakfast cereal interesting.
Right.
I I'm not a fan of it myself.
I think the barbarians want my city.
Do they ever not want your city?
Um, I'm not sure.
Also, what are they planning on doing once they get it?
Um, well, I'm sure they heard about my great hats.
I mean, I suppose, but would they know what to do with those hats if they acquired them?
They would probably burn it.
Well, that's not nice. Wait a minute. They want your hats, but if they got them, they would burn them.
Yes,
That doesn't make sense.
that's why they're barbarians.
I suppose so. Those absolute fiends.
Yeah, Germany's not very pleased with me either. He's going on about destroying his enemies, and if I help his enemies, he will destroy me as well.
Maybe it's a translation error.
I possibly, but body language and stuff kind of felt like it was accurate.
Well, he could have been. Maybe he's getting a plague, like locusts or something, and he wants to destroy them. And if you have them too, he's willing to help you out.
It didn't feel that way.
Well, how confident are you in that translator?
Mm, not a whole lot.
No, well then there you go.
Mm.
Muscat wants me to train a catapult, which I suppose it makes sense for Muscat to want a catapult.
Mm. Oh, my trader has heard that Germany is expanding.
Well, they have to. They need the people and the land to deal with the locusts.
Mm.
The Sweden is trying to drive out my religion from Muscat.
Is it working?
Well, yes, it did indeed work
Mm.
for now. That can change. Yes, need to buy an apostle for some religious combat. You know, part of me does like that you can just have religious combat in the game and you don't have to declare war. And part of me doesn't like it because that means people can do it to you too.
I'm sure nobody would do that.
And then sometimes people just get upset and declare a real war. Also, it would appear my one single ship is going to be sunk by barbarians.
Speaking of armies and war, and um, Shaka has about twice as much as me and Germany's in military strength. That
Oh,
concerns me.
it does sound mildly concerning, yeah.
Why would he have that much strength unless he's going to use it?
Well, he may have more cities he has to defend, so he's using it in defense, of course.
I'm not so sure.
As far as military strengths go, I'm in last. So,
Well, I don't know where I am on rank. I've got it pulled up on my. I can see the people in the where the little uh, portraits are. There's a drop down. It shows. Oh, those poor barbarians.
Did they have some problem?
Well, it took me a little while, but my crossbowmen have returned.
So they're about to be poor barbarians.
Well, one of them already was. He got pelted to death.
Oh. Oh, and I
It was.
saved my ship.
Oh,
Yes,
that's good, I suppose.
I feel it is.
I'm undecided.
If it's good that I saved my ship.
Yes, I'm not really sure if it's good
It,
or not.
it was a very peaceful crew. They were just explorers.
Mm, yes, but you could have found me, and then
I
not
can't.
sure how.
It can't leave the coastline.
Mm.
But the ship, that
Oh
is.
no, someone else got to the Great Lighthouse before I did.
That was
Uh,
very, very rude of whoever that was.
I know it.
Very rude. I don't know
Oh.
them though. It's definitely not anyone I know.
Hmm. Well, now this is interesting. Germany's offering me a great work, some gold for 30 turns, wants me to give them my diplomatic points, some marble for 30 turns, and wants me to go to war with Shaka with him.
I see. Well, he's concerned about the increase in units.
Yeah, I really would like to have that great work, though.
But the lighthouse?
No, no, the one that
Oh,
he's
the thing he
offering
wants
me.
to trade for.
All right, we're gonna do it. I guess we're going to war.
How many units do you have available to fight this war?
Um, in position, uh, one.
Oh, well, it's going to be a very brief war.
That one unit is very, very strong.
Well, I didn't say which way the briefness of the war would go.
Oh, that's true. It's yes.
But do make sure the translators have properly translated the word war so they know they're at war.
I let Germany handle that.
Oh, okay.
I didn't want to tell them. I figured Germany can break the news to them.
I see.
I figured it'd be better for us. The nice thing is, as the Incas, you can build pathways through mountains, and I've got one, two, three, four cities interconnected, and I just go into a mountain and I pop out somewhere else on the mountain,
Mm, that is very useful.
especially when I'm in war.
Yes, because they can't follow you.
I'm not sure if they can.
Also, Sweden appears to have a lot of apostles.
Yes.
My religion may go away unless they happen to put the apostle next to the volcano at just the right moment.
Well, I don't remember what religion you said you had, but you better start praying to the volcano god.
Well, it's Eastern Orthodox, so
Hmm.
it's the same one for everything, but it's worth a shot. Goes back to that whole being able to command the volcano thing, I suppose.
Right. Well, hopefully he listens this time, because it sounds like, oh no, my swordsman that I forgot about. Run away, run away.
I mean, the volcano did erupt and destroy my campus and my aqueduct, which means Medina is not getting water, which is our sponsor, as I've mentioned today.
Hmm.
Unfortunate.
Well, that's not going to be good for them then.
No, no. 60% of their people are not going to be happy. Apparently, you can't lure the apostles of Sweden into attacking
That's too
unless
bad.
unless you attack them. So they'll only attack. Oh, I take that back. They most certainly will attack.
Oh, there goes my swordsman. Oh well, they were a drain on my money anyway.
Oh yes, well, yeah, it happens. I'm sure your people understand another loss of a unit.
Yeah, it was worth the cause.
The Germany's cause.
No, it was Shaka that killed him, but nevertheless.
Right. No, it's you're fighting for Germany's cause. You're fighting Shaka because Germany asked you to.
It's a joint war. We were concerned.
Hmm.
So I had a thought the other day.
Yes, just one.
Yeah, well, me and another person were discussing the politics of the current era in real life,
Hmm.
and I had the thought of how the idea that presidents can only have 2 terms uh, wasn't really beneficial for the nation as a whole. Because if we get a really good president, and I don't feel like we've had one for a while, but nevertheless, if we get a really good one, they're only going to be in for 8 years, and then out they go, and we're back to
Well,
trying it with somebody new.
if you look at it historically, people who are good leaders who stay in too long sometimes become bad leaders.
Mm, possibly.
So, uh, I mean, Caesar, for example, he kept himself in. He made himself in charge, or for
Yes.
Julius Caesar specifically, as there were several, um, and they decided they need to remove him by force because of that. So it's not always a good thing to keep a good leader in because they may not stay that way.
Oh, I agree. I think no matter what, you have an election and stuff, but if the general population still wants a president after 3 terms, then that's what the people want.
And this is true, but sometimes people will vote against their own best interest. They'll think that who they're voting for is a great choice, but they don't see the other stuff that's happening. So the
True.
term limit ensures that that mistake can only be made so many times.
Well, the other flip side is you end up having unknown people coming in.
And that's true. Well, I've been sent a warning. Your cities are so close, your troops are so strong, you're making me nervous. I don't think she's checked the rankings. Oh, I'm no longer in last. I'm second to last.
Oh.
And she's the next up. She has 14 more military strength than me. So she has what? One more unit?
Don't really feel like Germany's doing a whole lot.
You're saying they pulled you into a war and then aren't holding up their end of the bargain?
Yeah, that's what it feels like. Yeah.
Well, you said you only used one swordsman.
I lost one swordsman. I've got one of my special units, man of arms, and two crossbows, and a trebuchet.
Oh, okay.
They're on the way to soften up the city.
I see.
I'm not sure I'm going to take the city. I don't like it in that spot. They put it in a horrible spot.
Did they put it in a desert?
No, they should have put it. Um, so there's a spot on the coast where if you were to put a city there and then a harbor right next to it, it would be +5 for gold. But instead, they're one spot back away from the coast, so now you can't do that.
Well, that was thoughtless of them.
Yeah.
They should work on it. I mean, I've always thought that the civs build oddly in Civilization.
Maybe we'll just kill everyone in the city.
Hmm.
Although I'm on the way to a dark age very quickly here. Sadly.
I'm on the way to a normal age, which is better than my current dark age.
Yeah, it's not looking good.
But with that, we've actually been on for an hour.
Hmm.
Hmm. So it's
You
probably
wanna?
time to end the podcast for the week.
All right. Let me go there. There.
So I want to thank all our viewers for watching, all one of them this week. Make sure you take advantage of our sponsor, water. As we've said, 60% of all people need water. And hopefully we'll see you again soon. Have a good rest of your weekend.